ICT Integration Workshop 4.2, Presentation Tools, looking at this time at Prezi. Now Prezi is a really popular alternative to PowerPoint. One of the best things about Prezi is it's just about a matter of chucking stuff at a wall and then going around afterwards and deciding your pathway. So I'm going to switch to Prezi now. So this is an example of Prezi. Here's my Prezi, and I want to create a new Prezi. So all it does is it loads up basically a new wall for me to put anything I want on. You can choose a different template. You can choose, you can upload pictures, images, links to YouTube, links to any website. There's just so much potential. You can even upload your PowerPoint into Prezi. All right, so say I'm going to choose something simple. All right. Okay, so here we go. This is Prezi, and I'm just going to add a title. ICT. I'm just going to call it Prezi. Okay, so there's Prezi, and then you might have seen it where they're zooming in. All right, so here I've got next thing I'm going to talk about is presentation. Make sure it is interesting, and so on. Right? If I want to add in a videos, I can add in images, symbols, YouTube's, favorites, and I can even import it in PowerPoint. Now, once you're in Prezi, basically there's a whole wall. I can go home. So there's everything in Prezi. Next thing you do is you can edit the path. All right, so starting here, I've gone from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, 6, 7. Right, which means that if I've got this piece of information here, right, so say I want to go, actually I want to go from here and then back to this point, sort it, okay, and that's it in the thing here. Or say I want to get rid of something, I can take out some of these paths here. All right, so get rid of the edit path. The other thing is, if I click on my zoom in and click on here, I've got full control over it, right? So I can rotate it, I can move it around. Right, so rotate it, and the good thing about doing that is if I grab a whole heap of them and rotate them, right, now I wouldn't suggest you do this, right, but then when I go to edit path, you see that it works out which way up that should be, right? So if I go done, if I go present now, it's going to go the first one, and it's going to go into the second one, and now it's actually going to spin around so it's up the right way. Right, I would suggest that this is one of the worst features about Prezi. Right, most people don't like the spinning around options. Right, now here I'm just going to go to, this is me coming up with the ideas of what I had to do for a science presentation. So all I did was just chuck everything on the wall. Right, so who I am, all the information, whatever, and then edit path. Now it looks complicated, but imagine how long it would take to do 60 slides on a PowerPoint. You have to set up each one. In this case, it's just go click, 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 and so on. All right, so then when I'm going present, I go, yep, sure, take me in. Jared Johnson, I'm involved in technology, whatever. Right, different things that you want to do. And here's different students using technology in different ways. Right, but if I want to change something, if I go, oh, actually, during my presentation, right, so I'm here, I can zoom out and just go, oh, actually, we want to talk about this. Right, we can go from there and then so on, back to where we were talking about. So it's a good way of actually jumping from one place to another. All right, so if I wanted to, I can go straight down to here and then talk about what's going on. Okay, so Prezi is a really great tool. The good thing, one of the other good things is, because it's online, I can actually present to my class. All right, so if I go into, where was my science one that I was just doing? School pastoral care, technology and science. I go present, so instead of going into edit, I'm in present mode now. I can actually present remotely. All right, so when I'm presenting remotely, it means anyone with this link can load that up on their computer. And when I start the remote presentation, I have control of all the screens. So when I go next, it changes all the screens, right? Great way of actually determining, of keeping track of what students are doing. Students can choose to switch out, but it means that they can actually see on your screen. Say you're presenting in multiple classes at the same time or multiple different places at the same time. It's one way of actually getting around it. All right, so that's Prezi.